Hello, everybody, and welcome to editing time. Editing time, yes. So, I need... So I've done a little bit here to tighten up what I think the concept of the song is. And I really think that it's really going to be an A-B song. So it's very, very simple in structure. But I'd like it to... But it's going to grow more than you would normally expect out of a song that's simply A-B structure. So it's not going to end up as simple as it might sound. So goal number one here is I need to edit these loops so that I'm happy with them. So like number one, the loops need to actually loop a proper amount of time. So it's just like everything should be on a 4-beat. Everything should take up the right number of measures. At least everything that is looping. So, there we go. And then you are now there. And so we then take this. That is the wrong button. Control C. Paste it there. And then paste it. Take this. Paste it there. Then we take this and we paste it there, but we make it down to a single loop. And you are already happy. So then we can turn everything else off and just turn off our loop. And then just get started here. With this very simple progression, which that's really... this is folded, so it ends on a B. So B, D, B, A. Looking at the rest of those, that's E, F sharp, G. Sorry, E, F sharp, G. E. So that the F sharp there is in the middle. This cello right there is going to be an absolute mess and needs to be cleaned up. And so this one doesn't loop nicely. So that's the rough fix right there. So let's go ahead and... Hello. Yeah, and so that's one of the problems here, is that I'm pretty consistently just early here. So what if I go ahead and do this and quantize? And quantize again. Let's just see how that sounds. It sounds a little bit slower, but slower is fine here. But see, we're still a little bit off, so we need these to move over ever so slightly. So it doesn't feel as off. 2. Right, let's move our loop to where I want it. That seems almost right. So the heart and soul of this, and that's just a little late, but that feels right. So I kind of want to quantize a little bit more and maybe try and pull that time together a little more. And I kind of want to just that seems right. Just feels a little tight. Yeah. And that there is just a hint of hesitation, which is perfectly fine. So we can now, I think we can consider this loop a good loop now. And replace that one. Of course, it had just looped when I did that, so we're waiting for that to come back around. But this one we're already happy with right there. And then we'll go into this area and we'll see what I think about that. And so this section, you know, we know it's good. So let's go ahead and... Honestly, this was a half-length loop. I might actually be happier with this being a 4-measure loop. Because I like that I like that transition better. It feels better. Actually, no, I don't. I'm happier with that not being every time. Good job, first time me. Good job, first time around me. So the one thing here is I kind of just want to have a rough idea of how these go into each other. This is definitely our intro. And also outro. I decided on that just because of how happy I am with how this tone sounds with the looping. Not the looping, with the So the one problem that we're going to run into with this song is with the heavy use of delays. I'm going to have to do something really weird to make this loop properly. I'm going to have to take the tone of... So, like, we start here. So this is from starting fresh. And so, you know, you can tell that it's starting fresh because we're not getting the... So I'm going to have to take that, to make this loop properly, I'm going to have to take that tone, that delay tone, and layer it on at the beginning and force a delay, like force there to be a delay at that point. So I think the way that I can do that is by sticking another loop of this before. So we go Control A, we move this all over 4 measures and pull that back. I don't think I got a full loop there. Right, because that's 8. It's an 8 measure loop. So I think that then the real start is at 9, is 8 measures in there. And so that tells Ableton, if we start here, so we start, stop, let it clear. Or what I do is I do this and I just chop out that start, that first 4 measures of start, that 15 seconds or so, however long it is. I need to pay a lot of attention here. Make sure I'm actually hearing what I'm hearing. I don't think it's... So I think that the way I'm going to have to trick it into doing what I want is to export this whole thing and then cut out the first chunk so that it loops how I want it to loop. But it's going to loop with just this intro outro running and nothing else. That's going to be, well, that's a lie, and you will hear that when I release the actual EP that this is running on, but or the actual EP that this is going to go out on, but it'll be looping with just this, and that'll be good. So now I need to listen to this little bit of madness, and I'm really unhappy with this, but let's see how I feel about this. I'm unhappy with this one because it's the looping is very rough and it needs to be worked on quite a bit. So let's go ahead and hear this one. Definitely a supporting role. But not for this. And also, it's looping the wrong length, so... No. Okay, yes, actually. Yeah, I don't really like that. I don't think it actually is adding anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that because today is edit mode. So cut that. And then let's go ahead and take a work on this. I want... So, first things first. This needs to be looping the right length. And I just almost think I need to re-record it. But we are getting rid of this pickup note altogether. But we are also making this 800. No, 8 tab. Oh, tab O. It's not quite... Yeah, no, that's... That doesn't feel like it's going to be right, but... Ba-da-da-da. Can I triplet grid? So the problem here is that I have too much space in this. This end needs to be pushed a bit further back. So all of this needs to move about 5 triplets later. Which means you need to start... It's closer. I think it needs to be another triplet shorter there, which means this needs to go to about there. Except this nope. This actually needs to be a triplet shorter, which means all of this needs to move over about 1, which means you need to boom over. So let's go ahead and start there. Bum bum ba ba. Bum bum. You actually need to be shorter, don't you? No, not quite that short though. But you did need to be shortened. That's better. That's better. This needs to steal that triplet there. That's better. You need to be lengthened, good sir. Let's go back to here. So, this is something that vocalists do. But this needs, like, thing is, this needs to be this all needs to be shorter, which means I need to be paying back less at this point. Which means we can have less being stolen, or we need to pay back more earlier. But that one's not quite right. So if I just move that and bump that back. Nope, that's not the key I wanted. Okay, so I think this back part is pretty good. Almost. I want to get this all one less. Cool. Cool. I'm happy with that. I think. So let's see how that sounds from here. Yeah, because so that, can I just pay that off at that F sharp? Ooh, if I pay a lot in that F sharp, is that gonna sound reasonable? Ooh, that actually, And I kind of don't need to even steal quite that much. Because I kind of am wanting a bit more of a breath after that final E. So let's pull this all back a triplet or two. Yeah. Nice. Okay, I like that. I'm happy. I got that to a place where I'm happy with. So what I was doing there is I was essentially this rhythm that I'm playing here is vaguely tripletized. I'm like, you can see I'm getting around 4 beats in a measure, but it's definitely not. Everything is stealing and just all wiggly woggly, and that's fine. It's fine to be wiggly woggly in music, because this is supposed to be emulating a performance. Hey, Quellis, this is supposed to be emulating a performance. So like all of this wiggly woggliness up here. So like, yeah, we're still getting 4 beats in this measure, but we're getting a little early. And then we're like, oh, we need to pay back 2 whole measures here when finishing off this progression. So we and you know that fits. We're then going to about a beat and a half ish. I'm pretty good. Just editing, and then starting with editing. And then we're gonna go ahead and see if I can make some more good ideas here. But yeah, I'm an Ableton guy. It's where I do all my music work. So let's go ahead and turn this back on and see if I'm happy with these two together or if these two are even right. That actually timed right there. And so that's where the problem is that I did all that work to balance the timing in a vacuum. And so I then need to pull up this in a separate, like, I kind of wish I could pull this up in a separate window so I could just look at them next side by side. But what we can do is we can do snipping tool. Thank you, computer. Snipping tool. Thank you. So we get this. And I think that's it. I think that's the whole of it. Yeah, that's all of it. Cool. Sorry for the light mode for you guys. I don't think I can deal with that. And so we then want to line this up so that I can. So we need to now, if we want these two to play nicely together, we need to make them play nicely together, which you think sounds easy, but this is a very straight rhythm. So I need to be making transitions where it wants me to make transitions if this is going to sound right. So like this D3 is going to need to move to start exactly on 7. Exactly on the measure mark. This is going to have to move to be on the measure mark for it to not sound off. Because let's go back to that start. So that one is right. So, but that's where our problem's coming in, is that our transitions are misaligned, and to make that mesh and feel right, we need to tighten that timing up, which isn't exactly easy to do, seeing as how I just spent about 20 minutes, or maybe not 20 minutes, but like 15 minutes working on this, working on tightening this up so it sounded good in a vacuum. So I kind of wish that I could. I can. Yes. Things that I think about in Ableton, I don't always try. And then I can. Heck yes. Heck yes, guys. Okay. Now we have work to do. Excuse me? Oh. So, this right here needs to all move so that it lines up. Nope, including you, please. Needs to go over to there. And so let's go. Something's off with that. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? I clicked on the wrong... So I do need both of you guys, please. So really, you go a microscope. Like, you are tiny. But not that tiny. But then you need to go back to there. Whew. Nope. That's wrong. This needs to be a little bit longer. So I think I need to steal from that D3. And then this needs to go so it's well enough before. I can't quite steal that much. This is wrong. That's real close. Actually, I think this just needs to be pulled back a little bit. So we don't need it to line up every time. That D3 isn't quite. I want this to be a bit longer. Thank you. It's funny, now that those two are together, that D3 being shorter is wrong. No, 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 no. Yeah, now that these two are together, that D3 being shorter is wrong. And that needs to line up with that. Just it needs to. This just needs to take a little bit more, I think. Because it just sounds a little too early for me. Yeah. Sorry for being so repetitive. This is just how music is sometimes. Yeah, it's a little long still. Yeah. Yeah, so this one also needs to be shorter, a little bit shorter. Can I do that? Is that not... Ooh, that feels scandalous to me right there. I don't know if it's gonna be right. I suppose that we're doing that over here, over there too. I think we go click click and we pull this back. I think we do something. We try that and we just Needs a little more space there. And right here, right around... This needs to be a bit earlier. Just a hint earlier. Just a hint. No, that B3 needs to be earlier. Okay, that... And once again, this needs to creep a little bit shorter, and this needs to creep a little bit earlier. I think this takes one slightly longer, and we try that one more time. I think we try one more tick longer. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think... Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I don't think I need I don't think I need to say anything. I just... Yeah. I have an idea here. Can I... Is there a way for me to do a... modulator? Utilities. Let's... Utility... If I... In this clip, if I go to our envelope and we go to balance, I want D, nope, not triplet grid. I want half notes. So I need a click at 0. I need a click at every at every full step. That's a little... I think going all the way is a little much, but... If you're listening with headphones, I'm sorry for that little bit of testing. That was a little... That almost made me a little queasy. Just how... There we go. I think I'm happy with that. Yeah. So that kind of adds to a bit of a swirly feel when that base layer is moving. But it's not enough that it feels like it's completely leaving one side of you. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm going to go ahead and drop this over here to line up with that. And let us have that bigger feel right before the end. Oh, I think, yeah, it does. It does. I just love how somber this gets. Very somber, very sleepy, very... Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I could very well just move forward with this as is. But I'll tell you why I won't. I'm looking for... Yeah, no, I need to actually do a test. And you guys are going to hear this for a little while because I don't have a better way of doing it. Actually, I should have a better way of doing it. Why isn't 1112 going to me? Why isn't yours? Okay. Oh, right, because my ears are messed up right now. So, what we're looking for, and you will hear this for a little while, but what we're looking for here is, nope. Ooh, if I... What did I just do? No. Yeah, no. I want you on a new thing. I need a MIDI track. I need to put this in there. And this is what we're doing. Can I... Okay. Maybe not quite that filtered. Okay, so now let's go ahead and play around with this. Maybe, I think it needs even a little bit less filtering, to be honest. But this is where what I'm actually looking for is sitting. So yeah, let's... Okay, and then the next thing is I need this to... Okay, maybe... Perfect. Cool. So let's, Okay, whatever that is, I can work with it. And this really doesn't need to be anything special. It could almost just be a boop, boop. Okay, and then just make it a so go ahead and loop this at 4 measures. Okay. See, that's pretty much exactly what I was looking for when I was last working on this. I don't think I have. I don't know what I just did there. So essentially one of the thoughts here is that these drums are so heavily filtered that you wouldn't hear any cymbals or hi-hats anyway. I mean, you would because you do. But I think that I like the tone you get here is that this is such a ducked snare. It's such a ducked snare that it really doesn't matter. Like it's just Yeah, so it's just super simple. Just the snare and the kick. I really like that tone. I really like this tone there. That got me pretty much exactly what I was looking for out of those drums. What else are we wanting? What else do I think we want? Let's go ahead and set this up to loop and we just spend some time thinking on it. Because we are an hour in here. See if I have any ideas. So one slight problem there is that we really don't have any build-up. So I'm going to do some restructuring. And when I say restructuring, I mean... doot. No, doot. And that here, Control X. This goes there. That goes there. That goes there. Nope. So yeah, restructuring is important because I don't want to get to the big part so early. Of course, so early was a minute into the song in a 4-minute song, so... This one is meant to be a bit of a slow burner. And so one of the fun parts here about having this being the second thing that you hear, or third thing you hear, I suppose, is that this is kind of a more energetic but inverted version of where we start. So I kind of like having it there. Otherwise I would need to find something new, and this could straddle the gap between our two big parts, but so I kind of like going back to the intro here, and for this point, what might make sense is to do this instead. So you'll hear that by itself, because I think this stands alone very nicely. but it also stands very nicely as a backer. Yeah. Yeah, I like that we harken back to the beginning and then give something slightly new before going back into the big part. The thing is, this is the kind of song that really doesn't need a ton of growth. It doesn't need a ton of new, because it's just atmosphere. It's just it's like, my one worry is that this part overstays its welcome. So honestly, I might contemplate doing something like this. Oh, whoops. It's like, let me stop that and start here. Because I'm kind of worried that will overstay its welcome, and I want the end to not feel like it draws on. So I kind of want to cut it shorter at the beginning, at the first time we hear it, and then have it get to the length where you're satisfied with it the second time it comes around. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with this. Yeah, you can definitely get lost in this. So the logic I did, so the logic here is to still provide a growth progression, even though the growth progression is just to that, what we just came from. And so, what am I thinking? And so I got rid of the drums here because that made this too big, too fast, in my opinion. And it wasn't necessary here. Because right here, we're big, or at least we're as big as this song is ever gonna get. So it's the right time to bring in those drums, as minimal as they are, because it's a big change to the tone of the song. And so just under a 4-minute song. Honestly, that's exactly where I want this to be. The only thing I might worry about is this overstaying its welcome, but I don't think it's there. I think it's interesting enough with the effects. That it doesn't overstay its welcome is what I'm looking for here, you know. Okay. I think this song is to the point that it needs to be. I I don't know if I don't know how much you'll hear this before it gets released, but there is a lot more work to do, and let me just say that. And a portion of that work you will hear nothing of before the release, because I want the actual album. I want the EP when it comes out to be something new. So, it will be something new. You'll be able to listen to this music whenever you want, but it's different. But this is as much a concept album for me as it is, well, my first EP. So I'm working on. I'll need to work on the concept, and this has really set the tone in a way that I really didn't expect. So it's gonna. I'll need to think quite a bit before on the next two songs and how they'll fit in with this. And I don't want to use any of the music that I've already written at this point. After putting this together, I don't think anything will fit on an album with this, on an EP with this, with the way that I want it to be structured. So look forward to 2 more new songs, and getting the and then so I will eventually release a special edition of this EP that releases a whole lot of stuff with it. That, let me just be frank, it will and it will give you the versions that you're hearing on stream. Because I don't want to bog down the initial EP, because it would take it away from being the concept that I want it to have. So yeah, I will release a special edition, and well, essentially what you'll want to look for, if you buy it and you want to get the special edition, reach out to me. If you buy the original and want to get the special edition, reach out to me, and I will send files to you for free. That doesn't mean you'll necessarily be able to get it for free on your preferred platform. I kind of don't have the control over that, sadly, because I don't. It's not really, it's kind of sort of the same thing twice, but it won't contain any of the it won't contain any of the mixes of the songs from the original EP. It will be entirely new content in the special edition, but it's content that's made out of the stuff that's going into the original EP. So, all that said, I don't really think I have it in me to start a new track tonight. I really came into tonight in editing mindset, so I'm, which is one of the reasons why I got through this in less than an hour and a half. Well, in an hour and a half, is because I've been focused as an editor today, as a music editor. But it's going to be a big step to get myself back in a composition mindset. So let's go ahead and relax and just listen to this. And so the reason we're doing this is we are give me a second. Let me pop this back up. We need to prove that this song does what it's supposed to do, Bup, 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 bup. Have to prove that it does what it's supposed to do. So, boom. Sorry for the sudden bright light. That was not what I meant to click on, but it worked out. So one difference with this song already that I can tell you is that I will need to have it quieter in my ears than it currently is, because it is much more rhythmic than compared to Trace, which is interesting, because Trace is explicitly rhythmic, but this already is telling me essentially what I'm saying is, speaking with this in my ear, it's gonna be difficult. Harder, I should say. So that is one very important thing for you guys to tell me if you think so. Is that it's too much behind my voice? Because this doesn't have to be a stream audio album, but it probably is going to be a stream audio album. But it is definitely much busier than Trace is, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with it being busy, because you're gonna have all sorts of songs, and busy is one of the sorts of songs that you're gonna have. And this gives, for me, this gives me something with a bit more emotion, essentially, that I can put behind, because Trace doesn't have it's different. So, just the kinds of things that I'm thinking about. And, we're just doing live comm over Minesweeper. Not trying to go fast today. We are trying to do expert streaks, is what my current fun is. I've been doing. There you go. It is very different. And also the mix potentially isn't as good as it could be. So if the music is too loud against my voice, we can play around with that and go ahead and fix that up if that's what you'd want. If you'd like to try that. But yeah, it's very different. So that's one. Honestly, I could almost just have a loop of just this, make it and oh, thank the Minesweeper. Thank the Minesweeper RNG. Thank RNGesus. Because I misclicked and it saved me. Ba da 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 ba ba da 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 ba ba da 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 da. I am watching chat, so, do not be afraid to speak up and, that's good. I'm glad to hear it. Expert has been my jam for a long time now. It is interesting to me how I cycle between preferring Expert and preferring hard board, like high difficulty boards. It's interesting. But right now I think I'm preferring to have success, and so I actually get wins on Expert relatively consistently. If you look at my mastery, it calculates out to about 1 in 5. Ugh, that's kind of gross right there. Well, that was lucky. RNGesus saved us twice on this run. Yeah, that's frustrating. 2-win streak with a mastery of 22. So yeah, I have about 1 in 5 with that mastery-ish. Come on, yes. We gotta start. So it's interesting, I can tell when this is looping, but I can also tell that I'm pretty sure I won't really get tired of listening to this. I suppose that's kind of why it generally fits in the easy listening category. Yeah. Wow. I hope you enjoyed it. So there's 1 in those 2, and that means there is only 1 in those 2, which means that's filled. Ooh, nice. I got a blue ticket, I think that means. Not there. Not there. Okay. Yeah, indeed, tickets. So for me, this is a key part of my music production process, is stopping, like, not stopping listening to it, but stepping away from the production side of things and actually sorry, stepping away from the production side of things and just letting it go while doing something else. Come on, give me a... Okay. GG. Let's go ahead and use that ticket, I think. Yeah, level 2 Ice Arena. And sure, stepping away helps too. But, like, this is different from stepping away. This is... Nope. To me, this is less stepping away and more a QA testing process. What are you? You are a 1. And so QA testing, I'm testing the quality of the music for the use case that I expect to use it for. And so here I just happen to be doing that QA testing with you guys in tow. Oh, whoops. I need... That was a 2. Okay, so that's a 3. Reds are 3s. Blacks are probably 4s, because blues are 2s. That's a 1, which means that's all doop-a-doop. Yeah, blacks are 4s, blues are 2s. Blacks are 4s, blues are 2s. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Yeah, that's right. Nice. Nice. Isn't this just... I enjoy these. I probably enjoy these too much. These ice arenas. I kind of wish that they were a real thing, because I am good at them. Ba 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 da 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 da. It's actually not so odd, because one of the most important things that I've learned in terms of creativity is not trying to be creative. If you are trying to be creative, you will not be successful. Just pretty much straight up. That's 1s, not 2s, which means And so being in the shower is a perfect time to become accidentally creative. So, like, for me, this is a different sort of creativity, but I solve a lot of my problems in my sleep. Like, as a programmer, a lot of my... It's not uncommon for me to have a problem, go home with it, and solve it at night while I'm sleeping, and come back to work with a really solid solution. And that's a little bit different, but it's all your unconscious mind is the way that I understand it. And so, sure, like, you know, your unconscious mind... Aw, darn it, rude. Since your unconscious mind is working overtime in the you're not focusing on much, so it's working overtime. It gives you room to be creative. This is actually something that I've studied before. It's the science of distraction, the science of creativity, stuff like that. I've looked into it before because it's all so very interesting to me. But like distraction, it may. I knew that was a mine. But it may seem like a bad thing. But it's not uncommon for me to be distracted somewhere between a third and half of my day at work. But the thing is that on average, you as a programmer, most programmers don't actually get, like, they don't even get 6 hours, like they don't get 6 hours of work in a day. In an 8-hour day. Reason, like, there's a lot of reasons behind it, but reason essentially being, yeah, that wasn't right. I made a bad guess. But the reason being that it is, even though it's a technical job, it's it's a brain thinky job. And so, brain thinky jobs, unless you can be doing things per rote memorization, you're gonna get into a place where you just need to think, and the best way to think about a problem sometimes is to not think about the problem. Crazy, I know. Is separation from the problem. So, you know, some people will tell you, oh, that means that you should just work on something else. Well, no. Usually, if you try to work on something else, what that's going to do is that's going to take your mind off of what you need to be, of what you're trying to think about. And when you come back, you're going to be no better than where you were before you left. And to me, that's pretty common occurrence to me. So it is usually, for me, better to let myself get distracted and not do my job for 20 minutes to be able to later step back in. What are purples? 3s. Pinks. Browns are 4s. Okay. But yeah, it's better for me to let myself get distracted and cool. So that's where I come from on that perspective. Is I believe that distraction, controlled distraction, is important in the workplace. And not just I'm gonna watch a YouTube video now, but actually just what's the term I'm looking for? But yeah, a controlled distraction, which means that you're not distracting other people unless they ask for it. So if someone asks for help, that's often a good way to that's a good useful distraction. And so if that happens, I will gladly step away to help in that situation. Because what it does for me is it gives me a low effort or a moderate effort way to end up thinking about something that isn't directly what I need to do without needing to do a full gear shift. I can just get up and go for a walk. But it doesn't work. It doesn't. So it's what I did in college, was get up and go for a walk when I needed to think about something. I have not done it as much with my current job, and I don't know exactly where that stop came in. It's really weird. I'm just gonna say, it really feels kind of weird because I don't know. Part of me feels like a portion of my job, like, I kind of, my job is kind of two things. One, doing the work that's assigned to me, obviously. But two, it's also kind of just being at my desk, available in case something more important is necessary to take my attention. And so I don't really love getting up and taking a walk because it takes me away from that part of my job, and it's, I can't be at my desk 8 hours a day. So, it's not exactly true, but I think that's one of the reasons why I've stopped. But, yeah. Now, I will say, that is also just an excuse. Getting up and taking a walk is a perfectly reasonable method of giving yourself time to think away from the problem. It's just such a weird thing to be, is to talk about how to waste your time best at work. And not in a malicious way of, I'm not getting paid enough, so I'm going to work less. But in a, I am more effective if I let myself stop paying attention for a while. Like, honestly, I would be a better worker. Like, I would get more done in 6 4-hour days than I get done in 5 8-hour days. Actually, I can guarantee you that I would get more done in 6 4-hour days than I get done in 5 8-hour days. Because my job is... there is a little bit of administrative work that I have to do. But generally, my job is just tech. It's just the tech. And so it's not really meaningful for me to sit around and not be productive and not be highly productive like 4 hours of the day. Because honestly, it's meh. And it's not even that I don't it's not that I'm trying to work less hours. It's that I want to work more. I want the hours that I work to be meaningful. And so right now on 5 8-hour days, I probably have, on a great day, 6.5 hours of meaningful time out of the 9 hours I'm in the office, 8 hours that I'm working. And so, just knowing that, like, just knowing that, in a 4-hour day, like, if I'm expected to program for 4 hours a day, and then I am available during the rest of the time for administrative work and other things, and if I'm behind, I can do more work, I can do more programming work, I would thrive in a position like that, where I'm only expected to be a half-time programmer, because what I would do is during 4 of the during the period outside of what my required programming time is, quote unquote, I would prep for my programming time. I would do research. I would do stuff like that. And sure, I would still be working probably 6 or 7 hour days every, like, 5 days a week. But what that comes down to is that I get 4 actually solid, useful hours of programming in a day, and that would be pretty much guaranteed that I can get that in a day, and so it would be much more meaningful. And yeah, I don't know. I would really, really thrive in a position where there's a set amount of work to be done in a set amount of time, and that no more work really exists until that set amount of time is done. Because the thing is, I would get that work done in a surprisingly short amount of time. I would verify that it's done correctly in a period of time after I get it done in the first place. And then I would still probably have a quarter of the allotted time left, because that's just who I am. But no company, well, you would have to work pretty hard to convince a company to let you do something like that, because, you know. It's one of the reasons I'm interested in freelance work. It's a lot of work to get into becoming a freelancer, but, you know. So, anyway. I think that this is a roaring success of a song. I'm really happy with it. I feel like it's comfy behind my voice. I did turn it down a little bit. I don't know how much that's affecting you guys, but I think it's pretty dang comfy here. So, yeah. I think I'm gonna call it a day. It's been a good stream, productive. got this done. So yeah, thank you for watching today, and I hope to see you next time. This week is much less busy for me, so I might end up doing some random streams during the week just because of how bedraggled I felt last week. And I just kind of want to relax and chill. So, one thing I want to do is I want to get the next song started. Get song 2 on this EP started. And so I think that's, I'd like to do that this week. In a bonus stream if I can. If I can get in the right mindset one of these weeknights. But until next time, thank you for watching and have a good night. Goodbye. Bye, Eric.